Okay,
on the stuff.
but I don't see your chair.
What?
I won't see your. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so like once I start talking into stuff,
Okay, I see you now.
you should be able to see me right here, but the main guy is gonna be right there.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Yeah. So welcome everybody. This is episode 10. I got me, Richie, and you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Mario.
Mario. He's my supervisor, guys. So I work at a construction company, right? He's been a general contractor for 20 years or more. And so basically, I'm just kind of gonna nerd out with him, but I'm gonna go make myself a copy real quick. But yeah, if you want to like kind of like introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi guys. So like he said, actually, I've been in construction about 20 years, but a little over. But I've been in as a general maybe 13, 12 years. And yeah, like he said, we work together, and we do all kind of construction projects. Actually, we are kind of supervising most likely what other people do. So welcome everybody. We're waiting with Mr. Richie here that he's making his coffee.
Someone's talking? Yeah.
What?
Someone's talking?
No.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, we want if everybody is there and wants to say something.
Right.
So you have no audience yet?
What happened?
Do we have audience yet?
Yeah. So yeah, we got one person. She can hear us, but we can't hear her.
Okay.
And then yeah, actually, let me try to turn up the monitor just a little bit more. Hello? All right. I don't think that did much, but it's all good. All right. So let's see. We were just talking about
The time I'm working in construction.
oh, okay, yeah. So it's been 20 years or so. Or how long has it been?
Yeah, like in construction, I've been a little over 20 years, but as a contractor, it's about 12, 13 years with license.
Oh, okay, I got you. So it's been all this time. Do you still love it?
It's what?
It's been all this time in construction. Do you still love it?
Not really.
I get you.
Yeah, because when I started, I used to be the guy who was just cleaning everywhere and picking up all the tools and, sweeping the floors, all the mess that everybody was doing. So that's the way I start and, making holes, ditches, and bringing trash everywhere.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that to me before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also told me that you used to have like some interesting characters you used to work with back in the day.
Oh, yeah, yes. There's a couple of guys, maybe three older contractors that they were kind of tough people to work with. But after everything, we became friends, so it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. But what trips me out sometimes is the fact that like you're so calm, and sometimes I'm kind of like aggro or like I get like not to say aggressive, but I'm like hot headed and stuff, and you're usually the one that's like don't take it personally, it's just business, and I'm just like, but I want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you know what? Usually sometimes the people when it's doing something is not against us itself. Sometimes it's just the job they're doing is not right or the way they're thinking, but it's not against us. It's the direct or something. It's just they're mad, they're angry, just sometimes with themselves.
Yeah. No, I mean I get it. I think I forgot where I was talking at, but I was saying like they're people too, and then sometimes I forget that. But then again, I'm reminded of my own humanity basically by seeing other people too. What I mean by that is like sometimes I'll see other people get mad, but I don't judge them though, because it's like when I see them do that, it reminds me that I could be in their same shoes. So it's like, who am I to judge, because I'm always reading the Bible and it's like always saying that kind of stuff. So I'm just like, damn, like my human side wants to react like a human, but when I read the Bible, it's just like, you kind of know better, Richie. Ah, fuck, you know.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And sometimes I think when I get to somewhere and I see that the guy is angry or something, sometimes I think maybe hit his finger with a hammer an hour before I get there or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
So, yeah, just I try to see it that way. And like you say, yeah, just try to give a patience and a little bit understanding to the people.
yeah.
And sometimes your smile is the only smile they're gonna see during the day.
Oh yeah, because everybody's working. Oh,
Yeah.
dang, that's really. You guys should take note of that. Remember what he just said. That's some solid wisdom right there. Sometimes your smile is the only one that they're gonna see all day. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
Change your life. No, I'm just playing. So all right. What was it like in Guatemala when you were over there? I know you said you used to do some stuff. I think you were telling me that you used to like work at this place where you used to like kind of be a salesperson.
Yeah, I used to. Well, yeah, since I was very young in Guatemala, I used to sell things. I work in uh refrigerators, appliances parts company. Then I used to work selling cars, and then I sell medicines. And the last job I had in Guatemala was selling agricultural tractors. So I was
Oh yeah.
salesman most of the time.
How big were those tractors though? They're like,
They were kind of big. Yeah. In Guatemala, you don't get those really big ones like here, but yeah, they get very good size tractors. So most likely in the cane, in Guatemala, the sugar cane in Guatemala is one of the biggest industries there. So
oh,
they use big machines.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That wow. So does it have to be treated any special type of way? Like the sugar canes, do they have to like I don't know, over here they probably just wash the vegetables and just throw it out, or like just
Oh
kind
no,
of
no,
like
that's a big process, man. It's a lot of
oh
things.
okay,
Yeah. So Guatemala, it was big on the sugar cane. Also, it's right now it's like the sixth or seventh most important producer on the world.
sugar
So
cane.
Guatemala was the first country that add vitamin A to the cane, because the sugar cane is not really great things for the body, right? It's actually one of the worst things for
Yeah.
the thing. So they were trying to give something special to it. So they add uh, vitamin A long time ago, and so that's became a very popular.
What that's crazy though, because I'm thinking like you said, the sugar is bad for you. Obviously, we know that, but I'm thinking like since it's a natural sugar, is it still as bad for you as like some of this like processed stuff?
Yeah, it's not bad because gives you some good things, but the thing is the sugar is kind of addictive. Your body
Mm,
needs it. It's some chemical reactions in your body that I think causes that. Like um, ask for it.
yeah.
So that's the thing. So it's something very important because also give you the calories for your body needs sometimes this strain or something that become from the sugar.
Mm.
But yeah, it's if you eat it too much is bad.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, so, but like, there's worse stuff out there for you, so it's not gonna kill you, but still don't get addicted. You sugar addicts, you guys are crazy.
Yeah, no, it's because the diabetics is guys. We have high. I'm not diabetic yet, but no, I not say yet. I might not.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm not.
No.
But it's I need to. I have high sugar levels that I have to be very careful with it,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's yeah, something that you get up to without even notice it. So you gotta be careful with the sugar, though. But
Uh,
it's one of the most most important products in the world. Everybody knows about the sugar.
yeah. That's but I mean, so I took like a substance abuse class. And it wasn't like I was on drugs or anything like that, but it was just one of those classes that happened to be available to me, so I took it. And the teacher there was cool, man. He was like an ex-convict who like spent like 30 years in prison or whatever. And when he came out, he decided to like help the youth. And so this guy was cool, man. He'd talk about his life, but he was like a real serious cat, real like serious dude. And then he pretty much explained to us how like you can have a like an unhealthy relationship with anything. So for some people that's coffee, for some people that's food, for some people that's sugar, for some people that's soda, for some people that's texting. You know what I mean? Like it's the relationships that you have with the things that you do that pretty much make it unhealthy.
That's true.
And when he described that to me, I was like, huh. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of like you pay attention to it, and then you're just like, nobody's ever said that before. How come nobody's ever said that before? You know? And then you start kind of like going down the list of all the things. You're like, is that unhealthy? Oh, dang. And then for some people, it's women, it's men, it's sex. It's drugs. It gets super complicated, but then there's like other things that kind of tie into it, like psychology and stuff.
Yeah, we lose control of our bodies. We lose control of our minds. Then we start doing things that we shouldn't.
Yeah, man. So repent, you sinners. No, I'm just playing. Nah, but just these are the type of things that when you start to kind of get to know some stuff, there's already a science out there that kind of like easily can explain some stuff. Like I found it interesting that in the CIA they have these social studies or whatever on like the different demographics of like the societies. Like let's say you have a poverty line, right? At what point does somebody figure out, yo, we need a poverty line? And then them turn it into like, since they're the military or like an off branch of the military, they kind of turn it into like a strategy against, like third world countries that they're going to investigate or something like that. So it's like, at what point does that become a thing, And then to the point to where someone's just like, you see what you want to know about this, and then just write it down into like a scientific, to show the new guys, like make sure you read page 13. That's what you're gonna be doing on your mission here, and then you're just like, fuck, like I gotta fucking read this whole document now.
But like in Guatemala, you don't see things like that because we all are kind of the same culture, same language, same everything.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much all depends where you live. You look the same as the rest of the people. But, yeah, when you come here, then you start seeing different people, languages, cultures, stuff like it's kind of tough. Then you start seeing that situation that they don't do the same as we do. They don't eat the same that we eat. Even in the same Latinos countries, they different cultures sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. My brother is Guatemalan. He's married with a Mexican girl, and they're different in many things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah. First time I ever, and I laughed at this, but first time I ever saw a Guatemalan be like, "I'm Guatemalan, not Mexican. Fuck you!" Like that shit made me. It made me laugh, because I was like, "He's Guatemalan, he's not Mexican."
Yeah, but
racist for not knowing.
Yeah, but here we all are Mexicans.
That's messed up,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a movie like I don't know how long time ago, but they say, "Oh, Mexican, he's from Honduras." Yeah, Mexican from Honduras. So
you're like, yo.
Anyway, so
get you a world geography book or something for Christmas.
That's true.
So all right, so let's talk about the music, right? Because we were talking about that right before the camera went on. And we were talking about the microphones, but like, at what point do you and your people just decide, you know what, let's do a band, like let's start a band?
Oh, that was a long time ago. I was very young, and I liked to play guitar. I met with a couple of other guys that they liked the music, and so they started just in the corner of my street.
No kidding.
Yeah. So we were just three guys trying to play a little bit, singing, suddenly then one guy say, "Oh guys, let's buy a drum set," which in Guatemala is really, really expensive for us to get a drum set. It was kind of a big dream, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of put money together and stuff. So we get the drum set, and then we start a little bit better. So yeah, it was more like they call the garage band. We were in the garage of one of us until our parents throw us out. So then we moved to another guy's garage a couple of days, and then another one. So yeah, so
that's crazy.
It was kind of fun, and it was So of course, some of us were dreaming on, maybe we can live about this or something like that. But you need to really, really get into that. Be a really good musician to get into these fields.
Yeah.
Guatemala, there is not a country that back then there was not a country with a lot of uh, space for musicians, and the musicians don't make money, so it was a very big stuff. So if you tell your parents, I want to be a musician, they were like, crazy, man, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you need to be a
You got to school,
doctor. Lord, get us out of this.
you gotta go to school.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's hard. But suddenly a guy became from Guatemala named Ricardo Arjona, and he was one of the biggest guys in the world in Latino music, of course, right? So then there start another guys, three, four guys playing and stuff like that. So yeah, but it's not like other countries.
right. Yeah. No, I get you. And it's interesting that you say that because at some point somebody revolutionized it, right?
Yeah.
Like made it a more modern thing, like how it kind of was in America. But I mean, except now it's probably different. Like, it's not exactly like the United States, but they probably have like more resources. So they have like the Wi-Fi, the internet, and stuff.
But back, let's say in here, there is people that play. They're not really famous. They just playing in the weekends in a bar or something like that, and they got a living, and they live okay sometimes with that kind, right? So
Yeah.
you can't do that back then in Guatemala. I don't know now. I've been out of Guatemala in that market for a long time, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, it used to be, or you're really really rich, or you're really really poor. So
Yeah, I've heard about
yeah,
that.
so we were going to play to a bar or something like that, and we had to play for free. They were not paying us.
So you guys are just kind of like practicing, doing
Yeah,
what
we
you
were
guys love.
it was just like a hobby.
Uh, I mean, all right. So like, let's say when you came from like Guatemala to the United States, what was that like? Because at that point you probably have like, there's a lot more opportunity going on, and everybody's doing it, right? We're probably thinking like 80s here, 80s, 90s, maybe.
90s, yeah.
So at that point, you for sure got like different opportunities for music now, right? So
Yeah, but it was different back, because I have never learned the music as really good. I don't know how to read music. I don't know how to write music. So I was just more like a little chorus, some
just play.
chords, play. Yeah, so it's not something that I can go to a place. Hey guys, I'm a guitar player, because I don't know, I'm not professional or something like that, right?
Yeah,
So it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to get up to there. So we were not able to pay that time and price and stuff like that to get there, right? So we
yeah.
were working. I was selling medicines, and during the weekend I was playing stuff like that. So
Oh.
it's different.
Well, I mean, I know a place if you ever want, you and your brother, actually a couple places, because a couple, obviously like I perform sometimes, so a couple of these places are like open mic night, or sometimes they're hosting events, so they're really looking for like people. So I can put you in contact with some of them, just even for fun sometimes, because I know you got like a busy schedule, and me too.
Yeah. Right now, the priorities they change, and then you start, I like it better, watch TV overnight than go out and.
That's a whole different podcast. For those who don't know about that life, let me tell you, it's a whole different podcast. That's like you start the movie, you watch, and then you just fall asleep like 15, 20 minutes in, and you're like, that was a good movie. Just watch it again. Yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah.
Like this movie. It's calm, it's peaceful. They're like, people were dying. Oh yeah, no, I didn't care about that stuff. I really like the end. It's the part that woke me up. So let's see. All right, cool. Now, me myself, I'm doing this podcast and stuff like that, but legitimately, it's kind of like me just like asking a bunch of like random questions and stuff. So I'm gonna do something like that. I'm gonna say, you right now, let's say you're like, oh, okay, cool. Let's say someone gave you $100 million. What are you doing with $100 million? You, with all your experience, your current set of circumstances right now, what are you doing with $100 million?
Oh man, that's really 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 hard to think, man.
Yeah, huh?
Because you know that the first thing that comes to my mind is, oh, I help people, but then you gotta see how you help people, because if you start just throwing money away, the people. Uh, my dad had used to say, you cannot just give the fish to the people. You need to teach them how to fish. So it's kind of the things, right?
Yeah,
Not just give them. So make something to help people. Yeah, maybe
yeah.
I will help in my country, of course. Yeah, there is a town where my mom has have her house, and she helps people there. But there is a lot to do.
Yeah. So let's say you got the 100 million, right? How much of it are you like? Are you putting like 20 million to like rebuilding in Guatemala? Because that's $100 million. Like $1 million, I think you'd probably be good for like a cool portion of your life,
Yeah,
if you don't spend crazy and
yeah. I don't know. I probably will have to hire somebody to help me to
to,
manage that situation.
oh, I thought you were gonna say help you spend it. I'm like, hey, I got you, bro. Like, I'm your assistant here. I'll be your assistant there, bro. We can spend it. Fuck. All right. Let's see. How much time are we at? We're at 24 minutes. We got a couple more minutes. How much time do you have left before you gotta go?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Maybe, yeah, maybe 5 minutes.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually go be performing in a little bit. For those who are listening, I'm gonna be performing at the Maui Sugar Mill Saloon. Just in case. Well, I mean, I know you said you had some stuff you had to do, so maybe I'll send it to you next time.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, that's so funny. I put the invite. I forgot to send the invite because I was gonna send it on my Instagram,
Oh man.
and I sat down and I started talking, and then I just forgot to send it. So yeah, that's funny, man. But okay. So me, if I had $100 million, right? I'm getting a piece of land, right, and I'm gonna kind of be up in the mountains. But it's not gonna be like one of those ones where it's like I'm gonna survive off of that. No, I'm only gonna like pretty much make a self-sufficient house where I can kind of like grow my vegetables, maybe have like some sort of like bunker just in case stuff really goes down. But I think the rest of my money, I would want to kind of like put it into like smaller businesses that make other businesses money, and then they kind of all domino. So that way, ultimately, I can like do it to help people. This is just kind of like an idea that I'm thinking about right now. But it would be cool to eventually be able to donate to like kids who don't have families or that grew up, poor. Like I remember being broke, in the public school system. And then they used to have these tickets. Like when you used to go get breakfast or something in the morning, if your family didn't have money, they would give you the ticket book for free, right? But if you had money, then you had to pay. So man, I just remember like when I was little, just having like my ticket book, and then I would like talk to my friends, somehow convince them, or maybe they would give me theirs. So I'd be getting like two breakfasts, two lunches. And then like after that, I was like, but I was always the kid that would like, uh, I grew up on like top ramen noodles and stuff, so I can kind of like appreciate the struggle. I know there's certain people who are still living like that, and if you guys hear this, man, I want you guys to know that it's not too late to make a difference. You can still make a change. You just gotta pay attention to what your situation is, and then even when you don't want to do something, go do it if it's gonna be for your benefit, because only you are in charge of your future. So it's like it might be a little bit difficult at first, but once you build up that momentum, you're gonna figure it out. Just figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, that's kind of how what I went through. So if I could have certain situations, like build themselves up, little properties, little businesses and stuff, and then like ultimately help people, that'd be cool. Because if you see me, I'll probably just be like training at a gym somewhere, doing some sort of martial arts, maybe at like a shooting range, working on some cool stuff, and then just be at my house, just chilling, right, making music, or just doing podcasts with people I like. So I think that's what I pretty much spend my $100 million on. Oh, and strippers, lots of no, I'm just lots of strippers. No, I'm just kidding. God would probably just be like, yeah, all right, take him out. Let's take him out. And then. So, God forgive me. I'm sorry. I was just joking for the people. But yeah, so I think this is pretty much going to be a wrap on the podcast.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, maybe next time we can talk about some of the stuff we do here, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily like projects, but like
Yeah. Also, we can have people if they want to, ask questions about construction and something. Yeah. If they want to send you some things, that we can talk. We
yeah,
can talk about it next time.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, well, I know it's just you watching right now, but I'm gonna just say that this is better than the YouTube video because if you actually have questions about construction, now would be the time to ask. You know what I mean? Like you can hey, what's up? I got this house, blah blah blah. How would you go about it? Freaking make sure that there's nobody inside of it when you walk in the front door, you know? The ghost, you know? But all right then. So I'm gonna let you guys go. You don't have like a social media or anything like that, do you?
Nope. It's just me,
Oh,
myself, and I.
off the grid. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, for sure. Well, I mean, if you guys ever want to get a hold of him, reach out to me. And then if you guys have any questions for Mario here, then we'll set it up. I'll be your guy. All right, then you guys. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
I told you what I aim on. You hit me with a damn fine. Look what it's become. I'm so calm, I'm so calm. I'm so calm, I'm so calm. I told you what I aim on. You hit me with a damn fine. Look what it's become. I'm so calm.